There's a lot of power in the Sandvik Coromant website. In this video, I'm going to show you how to customize and set up your own machines in the software. The benefit of this is all the tooling recommendations you can get through their tool guide are going to have numbers that are achievable on your various machines. And there's a whole bunch of options you can set so it picks the best tool possible for your machine. Let's check it out. On the website, once you sign in, up here, you're gonna see a spot that says My Page. You're just gonna click My Machines. By default, once you load that, you're then gonna see different machining centers, lathes, multitask machines, and any custom machines you're gonna have set up. This is where you click to create a new one. So let's make a new one together. First, you're gonna start with a name. You can use the name that as it's named on your shop floor. Some shops have machine numbers. For this one, we're going to create something for the Haas DS30 Now I'm using a generic name. However, you could put anything you want in there. And then you get options here. Machining centers, lathe with driven tools, multitask machine. We're gonna go lathe with driven tools. Description, Haas DS30. Now you can put in your burden rate. Right now it's in pounds. You can change that currency to whatever your local currency is. This is going to be used as they calculate the cost of the tooling because they'll actually break down the cost that's a factor of the burden rate as well as the amount of time that it takes to run the machine. Over here behind my head, you'll notice coolant types. Cutting styles, well, dry is always an option. External, internal coolant, compressed air. So if you don't have through spindle, just click that off. You can click what you run your emulsion at. I'm usually setting up around 10%. And I don't have any neat oil application. I don't have MQL in my DS30, so I don't have to worry about any of that. And then you're gonna set your maximum speed and your maximum feed acceleration and your feed rapids. And if you're not sure where, you can always pull up your data sheet. This case, I've got the Haas DS30Y pulled up, and then I can just scroll down. Okay, here's my technical details. There's my spindle nose, my horsepower, my max RPM. All right, so we've got our feed rates here. That's in millimeters a minute. Again, you can change that to your default units. So I've got my feeds put in. Up here, you're gonna see main spindle, then tool spindle. Now it's starting to get our power diagrams populated. And then at that point, we just click save down here. And now you'll notice on the left-hand side, we've got lathe with driven tools as an option. So now when I'm looking for a tool recommendation, work online, tool guide. So now when I pick my symmetrical, we're gonna do external. If you select that, it's gonna automatically jump you down here to put in the cutting parameters. I'm gonna do those quick before we go back. Now the machine, you can click back up here and then scroll down, you will find your custom machines. I'm gonna leave all the Capto there. This isn't a machine I use the QS couplings on. Their quick change couplings are fantastic in smaller Swiss machines. I'm gonna click none and select 1 inch because that's the only style of stick tool I'm putting in this Haas. Switch the material, aluminum, and then get results from here. I've already put the rest of the data in. Now it's going to give us some options for what we can do. It selected the holder. Now it's selected Capto. If I didn't want to look at Capto options, I could always deselect that and it would only show me 1 inch shank tool options. It's going to give me the holder, the insert. I could build a tool assembly as well as all of the different cutting data. So I could click show details. This is pre-machining because we're just ripping the surface off this bar as fast as possible. Everything's going to be pre-calculated to be within the limits of the machine specifications as designed. You can see it's pulled in the style of coolant as well as the power, the cutting power, the max RPM, everything for the machine. Then across the top, you can always go into more detail and you can change the number of passes. I could say I want to rip it all in one. Let's go! Thanks for checking out how to make a custom machine on the Sandvik Coromant website. Once you start adding the machines that you have there, it's a really simple process to get very fast and accurate tool recommendations for your shop. Until next time, keep your spindles turning and earning.